Good morning, everybody. Yeah, we're taking this time slot because Taurus can't stream right now. Unfortunately, we do miss him. That's why we're doing this stream. We have it with us here today. We got Rayman, the one with the mohawk. How you doing today, Rayman?
Whew. I'm doing pretty well. Worked all night last night. Didn't get off till 7 this morning. But got a little bit of sleep, so I'm doing pretty good. Glad to be here.
Awesome. Then we got Mugenful underneath us. How are you doing today? How are you doing today, Mugenful?
Hey, everybody. I'm doing good.
Awesome. I know y'all probably doing a lot better than me because I've been up for 24 hours. I have not had no sleep. I just had a night where I just could not fall asleep. What's up, Princess Marianne? How you doing? All right. We're just having a little chat and chill. I got a question for y'all, though.
Yeah.
If you could take, when you're playing Commander, your commander has to be a legendary. If there was a creature that, a uncommon or a common creature that you could make into a legendary, what creature would it be?
Oh, I'll go for a goblin, but I'm not sure which one, though. Actually, because there's so many, but be right back.
If I was going to do a goblin, I would do Lackey, because having Goblin Lackey in the command zone would be buck wild. A creature that's not legendary, that's common or uncommon, like want in the command zone. What would it be? That's a good question.
That should have been a question of the day on Tortoise's channel. I just came up with that question right before I started the stream.
Yeah, that's a pretty good question.
That's a good question. I guess since back then, the Goblin King from way back when. That would be good.
Yeah, it has to be a uncommon or a common.
Let me go see what's.
I think Goblin King's rare.
Or it could be a rare, as long as it's not legendary.
I'll go look it up.
Oh, so I think that Dark Confidant should be able to be a commander.
Cool.
I love Dark Confidant. I love that it's what Bob made when he won the Invitational. So I'm gonna go with Dark Confidant, also known as Bob.
Cool.
Okay, Goblin King is indeed a rare.
Okay. So you want Goblin King? All right. Yep. All right. The one that I would say that I would want as a commander is Ouroboros. I'm sorry. It's got to be Ouroboros.
Yeah, that card would be nuts in the command zone.
Yes. But the other question that I just asked was, if you could make any card into a commander that's not legendary, what would it be?
That's a good one.
Anybody in chat wants to? Yeah, Unstoppable Slasher is a great card too.
Yeah.
They could be rare, uncommon, or common. Bloodthirsty Conqueror. Awesome. Yeah, those are some good answers there. Yeah, I just got up this morning and I was thinking commander for some odd reason. I guess because I missed my commander game yesterday. But
doesn't Bloodthirsty Conqueror do the same thing as Veto of the Dusk Rose?
I believe so. Yeah, I know it's part of the Exquisite Blood and Song of Bond combo. Yeah. It's one of those on a creature.
Which one is Bloodthirsty? Nope, it's the other half. Okay.
Yep.
So Veto's the other half of it.
Yep. But I know it's one of those, and Veto's the other one.
Yep.
Of course, you got all kinds of those combo cards that does the same thing that Bloodthirsty Conqueror does. But yeah, that's 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 a good question that I asked there.
It is.
Yeah. It's indeed a good question.
But so in chat we got Unstoppable Slasher, Bloodthirsty Conqueror. What about you, Cane Shaker?
He also
You
says
can-
Dolcavon Pack Beast.
Yeah, that's a good one too. I mean, yeah, because some of these rares, commons, and uncommons, some of them deserve legendary. That's what I think about them because they make some good cards there.
Yeah.
Some of
They
these
do
cards,
specifically not make things legendary because they know that it can go in the command zone for commander.
Sure.
But Rosewater's talked about it, about how some cards they specifically won't make legendary because it would be too powerful in the command zone.
mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. You're right. And if you can make Bloodthirsty Conqueror, and if you can have Bloodthirsty Conqueror in the command zone for those combos, basically auto win on turn 5. Yeah. I agree with that.
I mean, it would make your opponents have to have interaction. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Like they'd have to
Definitely.
be able to either blow up the other part of your combo or just counter the Conqueror before he touches the table.
Yeah, but look how many counters that's going to take, though. Quite a bit.
Certainly. But you do have 3 other people.
True.
Because that's not a combo that just kills one person. That's a combo that just ends the game.
Yeah. Definitely. But what is everybody's favorite? Hey, Angel Sniper. What is everybody's favorite commander deck?
Oh, mine's Sephiroth.
Whether you Sephiroth.
Yeah.
What about you, Mugenful?
Kefka.
Kefta?
Yeah, I like Kefka from Final Fantasy.
Cool. I would have to say it's a toss up between the turtles, and because I do like the turtle commander deck.
Yeah.
So much fun for a pre-con. That deck is so much fun, and also my other pick would be Mothman. I do like Mill. Hey, Lulu. Favorite is Kokusho.
Oh, Kakusho of the Evening Star.
Oh, yeah, it is. But yeah, we're just having a chat and chill day, talking about whatever pops up on our mind. That question was on my mind because I got to think, what would I make into a commander if I could? And I do think Ouroboros would be kind of broken if it was a commander.
Yeah, for sure. For sure it would.
Yep. Because it busts itself, plus it busts all your other creatures. So good. Now, if you're going red and green, Helena.
Yep.
Great creature.
Or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Because it does kind of almost the same thing as Ouroboros. But you put those two together, it's going to be hard.
Yep. Because you have them both, you can stack them. So
you
get the one trigger and then you get the next one, but to make it even bigger.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Favorite multicolor is Helga, Skittish, Seer, or Bant Eldrazi. Cool.
Wow, I never thought about playing Helga for Eldrazi. That's wild.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, we are. I mean, if you're an RA streamer, you want to join in on the show here, you're more than welcome. You just have to be a part of my Discord so I can send you a link. But we do try to keep everything PG. But yeah, I mean, there's so many. There's so many cards out there right now, and it's hard to think of all the cards that are out there. I mean, all these sets, and they just keep adding sets and sets and sets, and it's kind of hard to figure, to know what all's out there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, there's not a day goes by that I play Commander that I don't see one card that I've never seen before.
Mm-hmm. Same here, and I watch a lot of Magic. I watch a lot of Arena. I watch a lot of Commander, and I've seen some cards that I've never heard of. And sometimes I'll get on that Scryfall, and I just click random card, and a card will pop up that I've never heard of. But you got to be careful with those cards because sometimes fake cards will pop up on there, like some unsanctioned. Yeah, like some unsanctioned cards.
No, like uncards. Yeah.
Yep. You can't really play with those cards unless you rule 0.
Right. Yeah, I actually just had a guy this morning, no joke, message me, and he goes, "Hey, before I cancel my order, is the Mox Lotus legal in Commander?" And for those people who don't know what Mox Lotus does, it's a 15 mana artifact that says tap for infinite colorless mana, and then you can spend 10 colorless mana to make 10 mana of any color. I'm like, no, bud, it's totally not.
Inspirit Flagship is a lot of fun, but it's an expensive deck.
Is that the Jeskai one?
I'm not for sure.
It is. Yeah. It's the Jeskai one from Edges of Eternity.
Oh.
That deck's actually really powerful.
I
mean, it's Jeskai artifacts, right? So it does all the stuff that artifacts want to do. Plus, you get all the cool stuff from red, white, and blue. Very powerful deck. I've lost to that deck out of nowhere several times because stuff like Darksteel Reactor, if you get 20 more counters on it at any time, you just win the game.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Did not know that existed. I mean, I knew Edge of Eternity Commander decks, but I did not, look at the Commander decks actually to figure out if any of the decks was any good until I went up against Hearthrule.
Mm-hmm.
And
here's the thing. Hearthrule is probably the better of the decks, but the other one, the Jeskai one, is wild. Like I said, it can literally just win the game out of nowhere. And because since Darksteel Reactor is indestructible, it's so hard to stop. Because you have to find a way to exile it. Yeah.
Oh, nice. I just make copies of Inspirit. Cool.
Isn't it? It's I'm just curious. What are you making your copies out of that makes them non-legendary? Or are you using something like Mirror Box to make them non-legendary?
Well, you got Mirror Box. I mean, there's several ways to do that. You got Mirror Box, and there's a Spider-Man card that that when a creature attacks and deals a combat damage, you make a copy of it, and if that creature is legendary, your copy is not legendary.
Yeah, it's the one that has the meme where they're pointing at each other. I have a copy of that somewhere. I kept thinking I'd put it in a deck, but I haven't put it in anything. But I have. I've got a copy at pre-release.
Oh,
just because I wanted one, because I was like, this is too funny not to have.
Yeah, I've seen people play it on Arena. I've tried it on Arena. It's okay, but it just a little too slow because it costs too much for standard.
Yeah. Vial duplication, smart double, those all make sense.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a deck from I kind of net decked a deck here the other day from another content creator that goes by Mono Black Magic. I don't take credit for the deck though. I have mentioned it out that it was his deck, but it's a historic deck. And oh man, it's ridiculous.
What is it, Hillbilly? What's the deck?
It's I can't remember what all was in it, but it just goes crazy. It's got one uh enchantment in it that when you play a creature, it goes into your graveyard and you get a 2/2 zombie token. And
Is it Taval?
no,
What, is it mono black?
yeah, mono black magic is the
And what's it do?
creator.
The command. What's what's the deck do?
When you play a creature, the creature dies to the to the black seminary artifact, and you get a 2/2 zombie.
Oh, okay. So it's playing that card from was that not Edge's Tarkir?
Yeah. And yep, and you play, and then there's cannot think of the name of that creature's name, but there's a black creature that when you play it, you venture into a dungeon.
Okay.
So every time and it bounces back to your hand unless you complete a certain dungeon. And it's a black card. Anyway, you keep playing that, and you keep going to the wrong dungeon. That way you can keep playing it and keep building the board up with 2/2 tokens.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh man, that deck gets pretty buck wild.
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
I guess King Shaker says, I guess I need to look at building some new commander decks. My newest commander is Mabel hired to Craig Flame. Awesome.
She's actually really fun commander. I've looked at building her a couple of times.
Is that the Bloom Barrel one?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, she's from.
She makes a equipment.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think I pulled her in a promo pack once.
My favorite MTG mommy is Rev. Tithe is a excruciator.
Yeah, Rev the Tithe Extractor. She's really fun.
Right. Yep. Awesome. But Chad, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Very much appreciate it. But yeah, I just now I lost a sub. Then last night I picked up a sub back.
Nice.
That's awesome. But so what are your plans for today, Ray?
I've got work from 2 to 5, and then go out to the lounge, probably play some Commander, work on the studio. We got the studio lights, we've got the new mixing board, we've got the microphones, we've got the cables, we have everything we need. We just have to get the mounts put up for everything.
Oh, cool.
I was out there till I took my stepdad to the doctor yesterday, got home just in time to grab my stuff and leave to go to work. And then as soon as I got off work, I left and went to the lounge to work on that stuff. And then I got home with like 40 minutes before I had to go to my other job. So it was very busy yesterday. I'm hoping to get some more stuff done today, but that's just how it is around here. There's always like a million things going on. You just got to kind of not let it overwhelm you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like you're a busy man there. What about you, Morgan? What you got planned for today?
Not much. Just play my games.
Cool. You going
these days, moving forward?
Huh?
What are you playing these days?
Oh, I've been playing a lot of Cookie Run King, which is a phone game.
Okay.
But this is really complicated because it has time travel and multiverses in it and stuff.
Nice.
I'm waiting to see another video from you there, moving forward.
Yeah, I'm just waiting to get my new computer. Then I'll probably start working on that.
Cool. That'll be awesome.
Nice.
But I was wanting to play Commander this week, but if Tortoise comes back tomorrow, then he may do a Commander game tomorrow. But we don't know when Tortoise is coming back. We do know
Hey.
he's coming back. We just don't know when. He might be taking the whole week off, but hopefully not. Because usually I'm still in bed right now sleeping. Because I sleep late, beginning to sleep late. Because I don't do my morning stream anymore. But I did go back to 2 streams a day.
Oh, you have? That's
Yep.
Yeah,
I
I noticed
did.
you've been streaming at night.
Yep. I went back to 2 streams a day. Stream at 2 o'clock Central Standard Time as usual. Then I stream again around 9:30 at night.
I've been seeing you in your Discord.
Huh?
I've been seeing you in your Discord at like around 10 or so at night.
Yeah, around 9:30 is when I'm in there. Usually I'm there. Sometimes I'm there to midnight. Sometimes a little less.
Of course, usually by then I'm in bed, but sometimes some nights I stay up that late.
Mm-hmm. But that's what I've been doing. And because I'm so used to streaming twice a day. I've been streaming twice a day for so many years now, and I'm just used to it. And I started, and I was been missing it, but streaming twice a day. But I really did not want to stream in the morning time.
Yeah.
So I took the mornings off, and now ended up picking it back up at nights.
Yeah.
And I've been doing ladder at nighttime. So I'll take a deck, build a deck for the afternoon, run it, test it out with 5 games. Then I go at night and run it on the ladder and try to rank up in arena. Ran a mono green deck yesterday. Turned out pretty fun. It wasn't the world champion deck. It was my own mono green deck. And it turned out pretty good.
Well, because the Pro Tour deck was Selesny, right?
Yes. But there is a meta landfall deck out there now. And I try to, stay away from the meta. I just want to, have fun. And playing the same decks over and over against the meta, that ain't no fun. That's why I try to make a new deck every day.
Right.
All right.
And I enjoy making standard decks. It's a lot easier making a standard deck than a commander deck. I do find that easier.
Oh, yeah. Well, because you really only need about 10 cards because you're going to run multiple copies of what you're running.
Yep.
So instead of needing to pick like 65 cards, you pick 10.
Correct. As I use in my standard decks, there's usually 15 creatures, sometimes more. Depends on what kind of deck I'm building. 24 lands, and the rest is instants and sorceries and removal. But what's y'all's thoughts about the last set that has came out?
I've enjoyed Strixhaven. I haven't got to play with as much of the new stuff as I'd like to. I just haven't had time, but I really like a lot of the cards.
Mm-hmm.
I like a lot of the cards too, but I haven't gotten a chance to even play with it on Arena because I've just been too busy playing other stuff.
Okay. Well, my opinion about it is I'm loving the cards. The cards are very good, and I'm surprised. And Strixhaven has really surprised me on how good the cards are.
Yeah,
because usually in standard, the game's over by turn 4 or turn 5. But when they brought the Strixhaven cards out, it seems like standard has actually slowed down a little bit to where you can actually play the Strixhaven cards. There's a lot of cards in Strixhaven that cost quite a bit, just like the Paradigm cards. the Paradigm cards, they are pretty costly. It's 5 mana and up. So you ain't gonna get one of those down to turn 5 unless you ramp or have a mana dork that does not get killed. And but I really am enjoying the Strixhaven sets.
Yeah, I've been too. I'm sure you played with it far more than either of us have, since you're playing standard.
Yeah.
You're seeing a lot of it. I'm seeing a decent amount of the cards in, pop up in commander pods.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I mean, there's just, I don't know, just so many good cards in Strixhaven. And I'm glad to see older card on a creature, which enables you to play these older cards with this new set. I mean, that was interesting, and I was interested in those creatures that enable you to have that, and it's actually pretty good. Those creatures are actually pretty good. Now the Empress, I guess I'm saying it right, probably wrong, but the blue one.
Oh, the Emeritus.
Yeah, the Emeritus.
Yeah,
the blue one. Yeah, the blue one is not seeing much play in standard, or as far as arena, it's not seeing much play because of it getting the being costing so much.
Mm-hmm.
But all the other ones are seeing a lot of play. Black
that's
Daggett.
Not surprising.
Yeah.
Like it just costs so much mana, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking here. So I just want to look at numbers. The Emeritus of Ideation is in 9,000 commander decks. Now that seems like a lot, right?
Yep.
That seems like a lot.
It does.
But it's in 1.7% of all the decks that could run it.
Mm-hmm.
Which is nothing.
Right.
Compare that to the Emeritus of Woe, which is in twice as many decks that it could be in. It's in 15,000 decks and a 3.3% inclusion rate. So it's in almost 3.5% of all the decks that could possibly run it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That 2 mana makes a difference. It really does. 2 mana makes a difference.
Yeah, it does. And the red one, it's probably seeing some play. I think it has can't remember what other card that's on that. I think it's a shock. It's not a shock, but it's something kind of like a shock. I know it's a burn
right?
effect. It's what?
It's Lightning Bolt, right?
Yeah, Lightning Bolt. That's it.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't enter prepared, right? That's the reason that one's seeing. It's only seeing 1.2% inclusion. But it doesn't enter prepared. It's a 2/2 with first strike, and whenever you cast your third spell each turn, it becomes prepared.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a miss. It's 3 damage, right?
Yep.
Paying 3 mana for 3 damage, because that's what the conversion rate would be, basically, right? If you enter prepared, you pay 3 mana for 3 damage,
right?
In one target, so it's not, you can't even spread it out.
Nope.
I think that would have been fine. I think that's a miss. I think it not being prepared is a miss. I think 3 mana for 3 damage. Take first strike off. If it doesn't need first strike, I don't know why this stupid thing has first strike. Take first strike off. Let it enter prepared. I think that's a perfectly fine conversion rate for damage. We see it 3 mana, 3 damage is pretty
Mhm.
prevalent these days. I think that's a miss on that one.
What about the white one and the green one? I'm just curious on those.
So
I
the
haven't
white one has
played
the
those
same issue. It doesn't enter prepared. I'm looking for it.
because I haven't really played those, but I'll probably plan on building with one of those today. But that'll be later on today around 2 o'clock when I do make the deck and try it out on regular queue and then tonight's on the ladder. That depends on how it does on regular queue. But I do try to make competitive a little bit of my decks. I do try to make them a little competitive. They have to be a little bit competitive in order to run them on the ladder. Otherwise, you're just going to get ran over.
Mhm. I'm looking for
Yeah.
the other two.
Okay, cool. But is there anything you'd like to say moving forward?
Not really. I mean, I just honestly, I just got burnt. Sometimes I get burnt out of things I play.
Mm-hmm.
I just got burnt out of Magic, but hopefully I'll get back to it soon. That's what I want to
Yeah.
say.
Yeah, that happens. That happens. Everybody needs a break.
For sure.
And if things work out right, I might be taking a week off of Magic and off of streaming. And I still might do some streaming. If I do, it'll be on my phone. And take me a vacation for a week.
Ooh, nice, a vacation.
Because I haven't had a vacation in years.
Neither have I, not since I was a child.
Yep, I can't remember last time I had a vacation.
I was a child last time I had vacation, but
Mm-hmm.
So the green one's actually pretty good, Hillbilly.
Okay.
It's 3 mana for a 3/4 that Vigilance does enter prepared, and then if you control 8 or more lands when it attacks, it'll re-prepare.
Oh.
But it's you pay 2 mana and return target card from your graveyard to your hand.
Instant reanimator to the hand. That ain't bad. That's pretty good card.
Yeah, and it's not hard to and it has Vigilance, so tapping it, when you attack with it, it's not going to tap. It's only 3 mana. So you could definitely like play it on 3, swing with it on 4, and get 2 uses out of regrowth on 4 because you should have 4 mana, right? You should cast it, get your card back, then swing with it to re-prepare it and use it again.
Yep.
I think that's solid. Now, the white one is kind of a miss. It's 3 mana, but it's white colorless. Does not enter prepared. And when the creature enters, you have to give target player a 1/1 white and black inkling creature token. And then if an opponent has more creatures than you, it becomes prepared.
Yeah, I think that's one with I think it's swords. Or
it has swords on it. The ability's great. Having swords on a creature is super cool. The fact that you could give the inkling to yourself if you have no creatures and your opponent has 3 creatures, you could give the inkling to yourself to get that, and then you'd have the Emeritus of Truce. An opponent would still have more creatures than you, so it would become prepared, and you could then sword something, I suppose.
But you have to use that sword as soon as it comes out on the battlefield. As soon as it becomes prepared, you got to use it, otherwise you lose it. Or that's what happened to me yesterday.
You mean they kill it? You mean they kill it?
No, they don't kill it. It's just you lose the instant.
No. So prepared sits in exile and waits for you to cast it, and as long as the creature's still alive.
Yep.
You can wait. You don't have to cast it that turn. You could, in theory, wait a few turns if you wanted to for some reason, but you don't have to.
Right. Now, I tried that card yesterday, or I think it was yesterday or the other day, and for some odd reason, I didn't use the swords. I was Opponent had 3 creatures. They had 2 creatures. I had 2 creatures.
Okay.
I gave them the Inkling,
Okay.
and for some reason, I did
then you
not
both-
get my spell.
Well, that's why, because you both had 3 creatures.
Then when they played their 4th creature, I still did not get the spell.
Right, because it only triggers when it enters. When the Emeritus enters. It doesn't matter about your opponent's stuff. It's only when it enters. So if you don't have a way to flicker it, the only way it's going to the only way this will ever get prepared is on ETB. It's one of the few that it's the only one of the Emeritus that doesn't have a way to re-prepare built in. You could use the artifact or the land to do so.
Right. Yeah.
Which I think is probably the way to go to get standard if you really wanted to play the Emeritus of Truce, is just run the land and the artifact. And then it's like, oh, well, I have 4 mana that I'm going to use to just exile a creature of yours every single turn. Be prepared for that.
Yeah.
So that's not terrible.
No, it is pretty bad when you can't use the ability and then you lose it if you don't use the ability because your opponent you and your opponent actually have the same amount of creatures.
Yeah.
It does turn that card off pretty quick.
It does. But with Skycoach, so the only way I think that card is actually playable is if you have Skycoach Waypoint, which is the land that you pay 3 and tap it and target creature becomes prepared.
Right.
4 mana, exile a creature every turn isn't great, but if your opponents can't deal with it, you're just going to pop off their threats every single turn. Yep. You're like, okay, every turn for the rest of this game until you kill this creature or blow up my land, I'm just going to kill something of yours. Yes, you're going to gain life, but you're going to run out of creatures before I run out of ways to tap 3 mana and tap this thing.
Yeah, that's one thing I have not done yet. I have not ran that land yet. I might need to use that land today in one of my decks just to test that land out and see how good it is.
If I was playing the white Emeritus, I would definitely run it.
It would also help with the rampant growth creature because once you use it, the rampant growth, it's done.
That's that's true too, because that one doesn't have a way to re-prepare. Yeah, it's a good point.
Just imagine casting a rampant growth every turn.
It definitely cuts down your chance to draw lands because you're just like thinning them out so much.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, I like that.
Yep. Thin your deck out and to where you're just drawing creatures, instants, and sorceries. And if you're on Planeswalkers, you have a chance of drawing a Planeswalker also. So good. I mean, the only thing it will not fetch is your dual lands.
Right.
But still pretty good. I mean, they're still pretty good. It's still a pretty good creature. But I want to know what chat's thoughts are on the Strixhaven. But I think that Strixhaven, I think they headed out of the ballpark almost. I think it came, shy just a little bit, not coming out of the ballpark. And I think the reason why that is because of the cost, but still, like I said, though, standard has changed again because people are wanting to play these high expensive cards instead of wanting to get the game done and over with. I want to play these high costing cards.
Yeah, it's slowed things down, which is nice.
Yeah.
Hankshaker said, I think Strixhaven is an awesome set. I agree. I have not bought any of Strixhaven cards yet. I'm limited on my funds right now. Especially since I got a grandchild now that I have to help support. Ooh, nice, Kane Shaker. Kane Shaker said, I'm looking forward to when my play group gets to draft it. That's awesome, Kane Shaker.
Yeah.
But what's y'all's favorite set of? I think I've asked this yesterday. I'm going to go ahead and ask it again. What is your favorite set from this year so far?
Probably Strixhaven. Because I told you this before, but it was the original Strixhaven was the one I came on to Magic the Gathering with.
That's a good question. I don't want to say I don't want recency bias to make me just say Strixhaven, but I like so many of the cards.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably so far Strixhaven, but it's very close. It's the difference between, if you were rating it on a scale of 1 to 5, right? Like a movie review.
Mm-hmm.
I think that Lorwyn, Turtles, and Strixhaven are all within a half a star of like a 3.5, right?
Okay.
Right, where I think that Strixhaven is a 4, I think Turtles is a 3.5, and I think Lorwyn is a 3 out of 5. So I think they're all above average. We'll see what happens with the new sets. I'm trying not to get my hopes up for Reality Fracture, but
honestly, that's the one I'm looking forward to.
Very difficult.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Reality Fracture myself. But so far, this year, my favorite set is got to say the Turtles. Got to say the Turtles.
Turtles are solid.
And then number 2 would have to be Strixhaven. I don't know. It's kind of tough between Strixhaven and Lorwyn Eclipse. Because both of these in-universe sets are pretty good. I don't know what Tortoise would think. It's a good question, Kane Shaker. He would probably choose either Strixhaven or the Turtles.
Honestly, I think he'd choose the Turtles.
I think so too.
Yeah, he probably would. But both of these in the universe sets are very impressive.
Yeah, they are.
And next we're getting Marvel, which I'm not going to go there today. I had a big rant yesterday on the show about Marvel and my thoughts about Marvel, but I ain't going to go there today. That's out there. It's done. It's over with. But I do think that the Hobbit, I do think that set I don't think it's going to be as big as Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
But I do think it's going to be a good set just because of the name.
It might be as big as Lord of the Rings came out.
Well, that's what I meant to say, Lord of the Rings. I don't think it's going to be as big as Lord of the Rings, but I do think it's going to be it's going to be with Lord of the Rings just a little bit.
The Lord of the Rings set was by and far the biggest set ever until Final Fantasy came out. Correct. And then Final Fantasy blew past it.
Yep.
But Lord of the Rings is still the second biggest set of all time. So if The Hobbit is only the third biggest set of all time, I feel like that's like really good.
Yeah, that's really good. Yeah.
And here's the thing. Some of the cards that they've shown so far are pretty cool. I like a lot of them. I really want to build Tom Burton William.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's such an interesting card. For those who don't know, Tom Burton William are Golgari in 3, so 5 mana for a 5/5, and it has the following ability: pay 1, sacrifice another creature. draw a card equal to the sacrificed creature's power, then discard a card. And then it
Mhm.
also has when Tom, Bert, and William die, if they were a creature returned into the battlefield, they're an artifact.
Yep.
So,
You have to use 2 removals on that thing.
and one of them has to be, and they're no longer a creature. It specifically
Right.
says they're no longer creatures. So you have to have 2 removal spells, and one of them has to be artifact removal, and it can't be something like decimate because it'll, you can't target it for the artifact and the creature because it's not a creature. It's not an artifact until it actually dies.
Correct.
I've already been kind of brewing around with this card. I think it's really cool for like a Golgari Reanimator deck with like Protean Hulk and Yawgmoth and but some really degenerate Golgari stuff. I think it's a really interesting card for that kind of archetype. And 5 mana does suck a little bit, but you're in green, so you can ramp.
Mm-hmm. Now, Kingshaker says the fact that in-universe sets are doing so well is a big statement from the players. I agree with that comment there, Kingshaker. He also said since the Hobbit sets have no commander decks, the Lord of the Rings commander decks are being snatched up quick right now. I
Yep,
don't
and they
doubt
just
that
got
one
reprinted.
bit.
And
Yeah.
they did just get reprinted. We had
Yep.
8 of them at the lounge, and they all got bought.
Wow.
Boom, just like that. They literally, we got them in on a Wednesday, and by Friday Night Magic's in, they were gone. Every one of them, all 8 of them.
Yep.
So,
What do you think about the news that's going around about the One Ring?
about like how Dan Frazier plagiarized the art.
Yeah, he stole the arts.
Yeah, he stole the ring. I mean, look, Dan's 81 years old.
No,
It's entirely possible that he literally just has no clue what the hell he's doing anymore.
yeah. One person came out with the original Lord of the Rings ring, and then I think somebody else copied it.
Yeah,
And
so
re- and
Marta
re- and
Marta
re-
did the original one that's in the Lord of the Rings set,
Mhm.
and then they wanted Dan Frazier because Dan Frazier has been doing magic art since day one. He did the original Moxes. He did Enlightened Tutor, which was supposed to be the 6th Mox that never got made into a Mox, so they used the art for Enlightened Tutor. Like you can look at the list of Dan Frazier art, and I guarantee you noticed, like everybody who's listening to this knows 20 cards because it's just these are that iconic of cards.
Oh,
So
yeah.
they had him want to do the One Ring, which makes sense, right? He's
Yep.
probably your most famous artist. The One Ring is a very iconic card. It makes sense to have Dan do it.
Yep. But
Unfortunately, Dan took the artwork that Marta used, flipped it, edited it just a little bit, and then put a new background behind it.
yep. Same ring, same artwork on the ring.
Yeah,
Just different
kept the shadows,
background.
everything. It literally he kept all he did was take the runes off of it.
Yep. I mean, yeah, but he did come out in public and apologize.
He did. Yep. No, he came out and said that he was using it as a trace reference, and then he just, ended up using more of it than he meant to. It is what it is.
Mhm.
I'm more concerned about what his manager said.
Right.
For those of you who have never had like professional representation, your manager is supposed to like always have your back, right? And I don't want to say they're supposed to lie for you, but they're definitely supposed to help try to spin things in your favor.
Mm-hmm.
And Dan's manager came out and just said, "Look, Dan's an old man. He's half senile." I was just like, "Holy crap!" Dan's manager is like burying this man.
Wow.
So I don't know. I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal in the grand scheme of things. I think it's the kind of things that we talk about. But for 98% of but for like 98% of Magic players, when they open a One Ring, they're going to just like, "Oh my god, the One Ring, this is so cool." They're not going to care. And you know what? If I get lucky enough to open one, I'm not going to care either. I'm going to think, "Oh, this is so cool. I got a I got a One Ring. I mean, it sucks, and I'm not okay with plagiarism, and I hate that Dan did it, but
Mhm.
it is what it is. It's done. The cards are going to be out there. It's going to be more valuable because it's never going to get reprinted like that version
Right.
of it.
Right.
So if you're into collecting, if you're into just holding things that are going to go up in value, it's like the Trouble in Pairs from Karlov Manor. That art will never be used again because the artist stole it. But you know
Yep.
what? When I play my Trouble in Pairs, I'm not thinking, ha ha, the artist stole this work. I'm like, hey, this is a good card.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Kane Shaker is saying a unique item character in Magic the Gathering should always look the same. I kind of agree with that. Like the character can look the same as long as it's not the same art.
Yeah, I'm fine with it looking the same. I do have a problem directly copying it. But again, what am I going to do? Am I going to like hold some moral high ground to say I'm never going to use a One Ring from the hub? No, come on, people, Jeebus, it's a game, right?
Right.
And they are giving Marta credit. If Hillbilly opens one of these on Arena, the bottom of the card will have Dan Fraser's name and her name down in the text line. So
Yep.
I'm sure she's financially getting compensated. I'm sure Wizards is paying her. Dan is, again, a very old man who's probably embarrassed more than he's ever been in his entire life. I think we just deal with it.
I don't think it'll have his name on the card. I think it'll have Martha's name on the card because she's the
they
original.
Said it was going to be both.
Author. Oh.
Because she did the ring, but he did the rest of the art on the card.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to give. They come out and said that on Arena they're going to give them both credit because he did still do some of the artwork there. It was just most of the background and some stuff on the side, but they want to give her artwork because it was her. It was her art of the ring itself. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And I agree. Yeah, I also agree with Kane Shaker. He just says, "I don't care." I agree with that, Kane Shaker. I don't care. As long as the card works, that's all that matters to me.
I mean, I think it's one of those things that, again, that we talk about because of the space that we're in.
Mm-hmm.
But I've not heard anybody mention it at the lounge. Like even Saturday night when somebody played a One Ring in a game, I didn't hear anybody say, "Oh, did you hear about what happened?" No.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, no, it's just very inside baseball.
Yep.
Right.
I know it's old news, but you don't. And I think the whole topic of it now is kind of died down. Especially after he came out and apologized. I think after that, it just died down. Nobody's really caring.
I think you only had a very small subsection of people who honestly, when I say cared, I mean people who were upset about it. I was interested to know what happened, right? So I cared in a way that, okay, well, what happened here? But once I found out, I'm like, oh, okay, I get that. All right, moving, I got so much other crap going on. I'm not going to be spending a whole bunch of mental bandwidth.
Your life is magic. Only magic.
So even if my life was only magic, I would not be concerned about Dan Fraser in the One Ring. I would be like, how do I get more people to come to F&M? How do I tweak one of the 13 decks that I'm currently having? Like it would be so far down the list of stuff that I needed to spend mental bandwidth on.
Yeah.
But it's something that I think that we needed to talk about just because of, again, the space that we occupy.
Right. I mean, I don't care about, I like artwork on Magic cards. Don't get me wrong. Some of the artwork on these Magic cards are pretty dang good.
Oh, some of them are amazing.
But yet, let's say somebody else copies that card, and I don't care. Hey, as long as I get the card, then I'm good. whether it's the same artwork or different artwork, to me, the main thing is the card, the functionality of the card.
Yeah,
That's the
same.
main thing.
As long as the art isn't incredibly stupid, I don't care.
Right. What's up, Real Wiz? But that's, really a card to me. All the thing a card is a game piece. Just a game piece to a game. And that's the way I look at Magic. It's, a game of game pieces that work together in a certain way so you can win a game.
This is the same argument I have about proxies.
Yep.
I don't care, honestly. The lounge has to have rules because WPN and a bunch of other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But me personally, I just want to play Magic. And if you having proxies meant you could make a deck that you wanted to play that you find interesting, then great. I'm far more interested in that than you being like, oh, I really wanted to build this deck, but this one card was $40 and I really couldn't find a replacement. And
right.
I'm like, oh, that sucks.
Yeah. I have no problem with proxies either, because some of these cards that are just, way too expensive. Take a look at Ouroboros or Badger Mo Cub. Badger Mo Cub, last time I looked, I believe it was almost $60.
Good Lord.
Or close to it. And I'm not going to go out and pay.
It's $62 right now.
62. Well, I was close. I was close.
Yeah. No.
So I'm not going to go out here and pay $60 for one single card. And I'm lucky that I did buy one pack of Avatar and pulled a Badger mode. But I'm not going to go out and buy another one, not for no 60 some odd dollars. No. But if I can go out and make a proxy of it, then I'm good. That's fine.
Yeah. I have no problem with it. I just want to play Magic, and I want to play fun Magic.
Same here. Kane Shaker, Kane Shaker say, I'm worried that this situation will make Wizards of the Coast move towards AI art more, which I think will be bad. I don't think they're going to go to AI. It's possible.
They're not going to go to AI.
I don't think they will. And
now tournaments are different. Tournaments are different, but I don't play tournaments anymore. I'm too old for that crap.
Right. And
but for Commander, I have no issues with proxies in Commander. None whatsoever. That's different.
Right, I agree on that. The Real Wiz saying, see, I'm the opposite. I'm a firm believer. You don't own the card, you shouldn't be able to play it in a tournament setting. But like for fun, send it. I don't care. IDC.
Yeah, exactly. For tournaments, I'm not a fan, but for Commander, I don't care.
Right.
And Ouroboros Hillbilly is still $40.
Oh yeah.
Ouroboros. That's crazy.
It's still 40. And I think it's dropped a little bit, but that Badger Mo, it just shot up way past Ouroboros.
Yeah, Ouroboros has been it's dropped down and then it's kind of spiked up a little bit and then it's dropped back down. Now it's down the lowest. It's pretty much the lowest it's been, then slowly kind of ticking up a bit.
Yep. It's a very powerful card.
Yeah. The cheapest it's ever been was $32.
Yep.
And it's currently $35.
Cool. Yeah. Well, folks, it's about that time that we get on out of here.
Yep.
So we're going to go ahead and chill and everything. We're going to start with Boogenful.
Hey everybody. I don't have much plans until I get my new PC, but when I do, I plan on streaming a lot more and recording videos too.
Cool. And where do we find you at Boogenful? What platform?
On YouTube and Twitch.
Okay, cool. I don't have nobody's links or anything like that, so I can put your links in the chat.
Yeah.
All right. Next, we'll go to Rayman.
Hey guys, thanks for having me. Thanks Hillbilly for hosting while Tor is continuing his move. And thanks everybody who tuned in. I got a lot of stuff going on. You can check us out at Mr. B's Game Lounge on YouTube. We're at Mr. B's Game Lounge in person. We got a ton of magic happening. We'll have, magic tonight and tomorrow with F&M on Friday. We'll have magic on Saturday along with karaoke. So just a ton of stuff going on. Again, check us out at Mr. B's Game Lounge on YouTube and in person. And if Hillbilly does this tomorrow, I'll see you guys tomorrow.
All righty. Awesome. All righty, folks. Now it's me. All right. Around 2 o'clock this afternoon, I plan on doing an arena stream. I'm going to build a new deck, test it out. And then later on tonight, around between 9:30, somewhere around in there, I'll be doing another stream. And I'll be trying to climb that ladder and see if we can rank up a little bit more tonight. And hopefully Tortoise will be back with us soon. If he does, then I won't be doing this anymore. I'll be joining Tortoise's morning stream. Because I'm just filling in a slot that I'm missing, which is, that 11 o'clock morning coffee show with SFT. So I'm just doing this to fill in that time slot until he comes back. So as far as tomorrow, do not know if I'll be doing this tomorrow or not. I'm just playing it by ear. And I will do this again tomorrow. It'll be another chat and chill show just like it was today and like it was yesterday also. And we're just doing chat and chill streams. But that's what we're doing tomorrow. If Tortoise don't show up, don't do his tomorrow. But I'm hoping that he'll be back before the end of the week, so we get things back to normal. Well, right now it's not normal because I know we're all missing Tortoise, but it is what it is, and he had to do what he has to do, and sometimes stuff happens in life, and you got to take care of life and put other things on hold. So we're going to get on after here, and I do appreciate you, Rayman, for joining the show today. And
Pleasure.
Thank you, Boogenful. And also, Lone Wolf out there. Lone Wolf was here before the show started, but he had to leave. And Lone Wolf, I appreciate you. And I also want to give a big shout out to all the channel members and all the subscribers for what you do. Y'all help the channel out, and it is very much appreciated. And it's all, make sure you hit, as you're watching the replay, you ain't subscribed? Yeah, subscribe button, hit that bell notification thing, when I go live. Usually go live twice a day, afternoon and again in the nights. But I will be doing, but right now I'm doing like 3 streams because Tortoise ain't here. But that's what I'm going to be doing tonight. Is this afternoon is stream, and then tonight another stream. But like I was saying, I know I'm just rambling, but thank you, channel member. Like I was trying to say, subscribers, thank you for all you do to help the channel grow. Channel members, appreciate you also for helping the channel. And I will see everybody later on today around 2 o'clock Central Standard Time. Y'all have an awesome rest of your day.